Good morning. How are you doing, Mlanjana? Do you know what deck you'd like to have for your personal reading? Science of Mind. Here we go. Well, there's a book, you know. Ernest Holmes, he wrote this book, The Science of Mind. And it's a heavy-duty book. It's one of those ones that you really got to think about it. Like, it changes your perspective on the earth, like on the planet, on how things work. Well, you picked a good deck because they just flew right out all at once. Anything. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Haven't even said thank you yet. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for bringing a message for Mlanjana at this time. For the highest good of everyone in that timeline. You know the names. To bring about, alright, that's like 14 cards. I'm gonna try and get a better grip on these cards. Come on, guys. Thank you for allowing my voice to bring healing to everyone who hears it. Thank you, as always, Holy Spirit, highest holy angels, ancestors, and guides for your protection and your guidance. Yeah, this book, you can actually download it on PDF for free. I'm pretty sure it's still available because it's so old, so before its time. Thank you, Holy Spirit. You got 7, Mlanjana. The first one out says meditate. Oh, you got the daisy. The one who wishes scientifically to work out his problems must daily take the time to meditate and mentally treat the condition, no matter what the apparent contradictions may be. This is talking about how you should picture the outcome that you want. Keep that in your mind. Spend time each day picturing that. Do not picture the negative. Push or pull is the next one. At all times, we are either drawing things to us or pushing them away. Prayer. Cause and effect are but two sides of thought. And spirit, being all, is both cause and effect. Prayer, then, is its own answer. Just into believing that it's true, it therefore is. Prosperous. When we learn to trust the universe, we shall be happy, prosperous, and well. Conscious direction. Experience has taught us that the subjective tendency of this intelligent law of creative force may consciously be directed and definitely used. This is the greatest discovery of all time. The universe is with you. All the power of the universe is with you. Feel it, know it, and then act as though it were true. Next is believe. When we treat, we do not wish, we know. We do not dream, we state. We do not hope, we accept. We do not pray, we announce. We do not expect something is going to happen. We believe that it has already happened. Yes. And the last one, the nature of nature. Nature is governed by immutable laws, the ignorance of which excuses no one from their effects. Nice. Thank you for being here, Mlanjana. Fantastic. I really like these cards. Oh. Hopefully they resonated for something for you that's going on in your life. I will reply to one of your comments with the link when I put this up on YouTube, if you want to be able to look at it later. And there probably will be a general collective video later. It might be a separate broadcast. I might do that live this evening or something. Who knows? I don't have a date, of course. Of course, it's Saturday. Why would I have a date? All right, so I forgot to timestamp that for Mlanjana. You're very welcome. Thank you for being here. Please, please come back. Hey, you guys, don't forget to go subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to get up to 50 so we can do the lives over there. Oh, I'm glad it resonated. That's fantastic. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, angels. Yes, it's energetically enhanced on YouTube. There's a link right here on here too. It should be able, like right at the bottom of the little screen, it should have the link to my YouTube. And then also I have TikTok, same name, and Instagram, same name. One of them made me put them all one word, but usually it's energetically enhanced with space and all proper like. Guys, oh my gosh, I just remembered. I had a dream this morning. I had a dream. I don't know who these people were. I kind of thought maybe they were like part of my spiritual team or something. And they showed me this dog, and it's a boy dog, which I prefer girl dogs, and I've been wanting a little dog, a little girl dog for a while. But they told me that this dog was approved, and his name is Goliath. And I was like, I woke up at 5:06, which is 11. And I was like, is that just wishful thinking, or was that a real, like, communication? I forgot to do my dream journal this morning, though, because I did wake up so early. I need to do that. I'm going to make a note for my... I got to write that down, or get it in the journal so I don't forget. Because if it comes about later, I'm going to be flabbergasted. All right. So, no one else is here for a personal. So what I'm going to do is, hi, Mommy. You kids want a cracker? Got some Ritz. Chiclets. Tell them, get over here, kids. This is how we do it. Good morning. Ooh. Ha, I looked away for 1 second. Janus and then Lynn. Let's see, Janus. Okay, Janus. I can pull cards for you. I can't say... Speak in English. Thank you. Janus, I'm not even sure if you're actually a person. I don't know what this... Alright, so if you want me to pull cards for you, please comment the deck that you would like me to use. I've got Janus showing up, and I'm not even sure about my spidey senses. Lynn. Let's see. For Janus, I'm just going to pull an oracle card, and we'll see if it's a yes or a no based off of that. Or I don't even like these kinds of questions, and this feels like thank you for sharing, Lynn. Yeah, the people that share, I'm taking a look at the end of the month every month to see who has the most, and they get a free in-depth personal reading, the one that has, you know, multiple decks used. Holy Spirit, is there anything that you can say for the situation that Janus has put? Did Janus already leave? Did she really literally come in here and make a comment like that and leave? With a boy face. What is this? I just don't know. When people come in here with this kind of stuff, when it feels squirrely to me, I just don't know. Holy Spirit doesn't either, I guess. What do you think? What is this? Happiness, water pals. Okay, so you need to talk to this person. If this is a true situation, quit messing around and ask. Talk to them. What are you waiting for is what I'm hearing. What are you waiting for? What's the worst that could happen? They don't like you back and you can move on to someone who does. What's the worst that can happen? But then, what's the best that can happen? They feel the same way, you fall in love, happily ever after, picket fences, puppies and kittens. So, alright, Janus. I'm gonna say that's that. I don't feel there's an energy here that's named Janus. And we are gonna pull cards for Lynn. Mercy. Alright. You're very welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for being here and for bringing the love for us to sit in today. Feels so good. I actually got to do a healing session last night. The first one in, shoot, a year? The first actual head to toe, plucking out the baddies, cutting off the yuckies, energy healing session. And it was for someone that I actually give a crap about. So that means a lot more too. Most of what I do anymore, yeah, we'll just do tarot then. Most of what I do now is just, oh, you have a pain, let me put my hands on it and take the pain out. And that's all I get to do. I like the ones where I get to take all the bad stuff off and clear and align the chakras, reconnect them to Source and Gaia and all that stuff. People here just don't, they're just not supportive of that kind of thing, I guess. I'm in the wrong place. I'm looking at relocating, you guys. If you have any ideas, I'm leaving it open to the universe, leaving it open to God to guide me where I'm supposed to go from here. Because it feels like things are not lining up. And usually when that's happening, it's because this is not the right place anymore. Oh, mercy. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for bringing through this message for Lynn at this time. For everyone in that timeline, you know all of the names. Thank you for bringing a message that will help bring about the highest possible timeline, the most possible love and healing for everyone involved. Mercy. The cards just don't know what they're doing. Easy cheesy. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, ancestors, spirit guides, highest holy angels. Oh, for being here. Whoa. All right. That's good. Anything else for Lynn and everyone there? I'm going to post the Sagittarius reading today on YouTube. It's ready to go. I forgot. I should, well, I didn't want to start the upload because then I don't have a very good signal for this broadcast. The Wi-Fi cannot handle. Ooh. All right. Anything else for Lynn? Mercy. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you for allowing my voice to bring healing to those who hear it. Alright, I think that's that. Let's see what you got. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You got 9 cards, Lynn. 9. I'm trying to keep track of these things. It's interesting to me. Yesterday we had 10 general collective, and then 7, and then 10, 10, 10. Numbers. So your first card out is the 7 of air in the shadow side. I'll hold it in the upright so you can see the picture better. It says you may feel stuck as though you can't move unless you have planned for every possible contingency. Or you may be stumbling around without a plan, flitting here and there without making any progress. Clarify your goal and start taking steps towards it. Plans and strategies are important, but will only take us so far. Trust the journey and the lessons that may come along the way. The affirmation says, I make my plans, but leave room for serendipity. Ooh. Next card is Major Arcana number 4, the Emperor, the Builder, in the shadow side. So this says, this is a leader who stifles or micromanages. He or she may prefer a power over autocratic style of leading. Someone in authority may be too harsh or too emotional or have trouble making decisions. Who is attempting to exploit nature for its resources without respect for stewardship or sustainability. Someone may be having difficulty with setting limits or boundaries, making abusive behavior possible. This may also indicate a negative attitude towards fatherhood. The soul lesson themes: leadership, stability, defining limits, authority, masculinity, giving direction, protector and provider. No. Logic, intellect, rationality, structures, rules, discipline, acting responsibly, organization, goal-oriented, civilization and culture. The journal question, okay. Journal questions to write down and ponder. What am I building? What needs structure in my life? Are my boundaries strong and in place? What kind of leader am I? What is my style of leadership? How do I feel about sharing power with others? How am I acting responsibly? How am I creating culture? How do I create sustainability? What did my own father teach me? How am I like or unlike him? The affirmation says, I wield my power with wisdom based on discipline, knowledge, and respect for all that is. And next you got number 6, Major Arcana, the Lovers, also in the shadow side, which says, you may have experienced pain and disappointment in your relationship with a beloved, which makes it challenging to give or receive love. You may be holding back or isolating yourself from others. The practice of gratitude makes our hearts expand. When we focus on all of the things about our beloved for which we are grateful, instead of focusing on the qualities our beloved lacks, our love grows. When our hearts are filled with gratitude, the ability to give wholehearted love doesn't seem so difficult. The soul lesson themes: passion, heart's desire, follow your bliss, choice, sexuality, love, union of opposites, balance, reciprocity, cooperation, sacred marriage, partnership, self-love, relationships of all kinds, interdependence, honor the beloved. And the journal questions. What are the most significant relationships in my life? Who is the beloved to me? What is my relationship with Spirit or God, Goddess? What choice do I need to make? How can I make an authentic choice? What is my heart's passion? How do I express my sexuality? What or who do I love the most? What or who would I give my heart to if I had no fear? The affirmation says, I give and receive love with my whole heart. Mercy, you got a lot of cards that came out on the shadow side. Next is the 6 of Air on the shadow side. I'll hold it in the upright though, as always. You may be finding it difficult to find anything to be grateful for, and your mind may be foggy or confused. I'm hoping all this stuff is behind you. You may be looking for the worst side of every situation, or you're caught up in a cycle of negative thinking. It might be a good idea to get away with your friends, where you'll find new perspectives on the issues that are troubling you. The affirmation, I greet the new day with a song in my heart. You got another major arcana. Number 7, the Canoe, also in the shadow side. What in the world's going on here today? This is the Chariot in traditional tarot. It says, well, it says stay focused on your path. On the shadow side, energy may be scattered and progress becomes difficult. Avoid spinning your wheels or being distracted from your purpose. You may have set an intention but are not taking action. Or perhaps you are pushing too hard and have lost the pleasure of the project. Opposing ideas may bring conflict. Someone may be creating trouble through unfairness or lack of discipline, or they are being overly aggressive in their tactics. At what cost does a journey of self-discovery come? The soul lesson themes: focus, determination, self-discipline, initiation, rite of passage, self-reliance, independence, working towards your goal, finding or creating your place in the world, testing yourself, endurance, success, victory, triumph, an outward journey in the world that reflects an inner journey of change. Journal questions: what goal do I need to focus on? What path? That made my tickle happen in my throat. So, what goal do you need to focus on? Write these down. Think about them carefully. What path am I on? Where or how do I need to exercise self-discipline in my life? How can I move forward with confidence? Am I making progress on my journey? What does success mean to me? What will... Oof. What will come? Jiminy Christmas. My throat's really tickling hard on this one. What will come of testing myself? How am I being initiated and into what? What rite of passage does this initiation signify? When or how in my life do I feel victorious or triumphant? What or who is helping me on my journey? Have I found my place in the world, or am I still seeking it? The affirmation: by focusing on my goals, success is mine. And next we got the Eight of Fire in the upright. This one says, are you missing the spectacular show in the night sky because your attention is elsewhere? Stay open to inspiration, and when it strikes, move quickly before it fades away. Let the meteor showers inspire you to burn brightly and to move swiftly as you take action towards making your visions a reality. The affirmation: I act quickly when inspiration strikes. Oh, good. I'm glad it's off. It's behind. So now we have another major arcana. Number 11. This time it's in the upright. The Justice card. Karmic balance. This is a card of cause and effect, of karmic balance. It's time to face the consequences of your past actions, which may have been positive or negative. Examine your motives and the values you live by. Have you acted with unfailing integrity? Perhaps a conflict is about to be resolved in your life, or a legal matter brought to closure. It may be time for some wrong to be put to right. You find new ways of understanding of your place in the web of life and discover how far-reaching the consequences of your actions can be. It may be time to take a stand for social or environmental justice in your own neighborhood or on a global level. Each of us has a responsibility to leave this world in better shape than the way we found it. The soul lesson themes: karma, justice, truth, right order, social justice, actions and consequences, cause and effect, responsibility, legal issues. And more journal questions to write down and ponder. Lynn, you're definitely going to want to check out the YouTube version of this, because I'll timestamp it. That way it's easier for you to just pause it and write down this stuff. Because obviously Spirit wants you to work on some stuff, examine some issues. Journal questions for this one to write down and ponder: is the current situation about social justice, or about my own karma and the consequences of my own actions? When making a decision or taking action, do I consider the long-term consequences? Am I tempted to take justice into my own hands when someone has hurt me, or to leave justice to the wheels of karma? If my life were to end tomorrow and my heart was weighed against a feather, would the scales balance? In what ways do I deflect or defer asking for what is fair to me? How involved am I in social or environmental causes? How do I contribute to making the world a better place? The affirmation says, I strive to be just and fair in my dealings with others. Ugh. And next we got the Nine of Water in the shadow, which says, I'll hold it in the upright, of course. You have shut down your senses and forgotten how to open up to the divine. You may be looking for your happiness in material possessions, but are never satisfied no matter how much you have. You may be feeling smug about your success and your possessions. Dive deep into your heart to know what will bring you true and lasting happiness. The affirmation, true happiness is found in my connection to spirit. And then last but not least, the 9 of Fire, which is also in the shadow. And this one says, you may feel disconnected to the great power source of all that is. It is time to start or begin again some kind of spiritual practice. There are many to choose from. Try several out, then stick with the one that works best for you. The affirmation, this is one of my favorite. I am a being of light and fire as well as flesh and bone. Wow. Thank you, Lynn, for being here. That's fantastic. 9. Mercy. Rajni. I don't have an answer for that. When I read your question, I get a pain in my eye. So maybe something I'm seeing is not honest. We can pull cards for you, Rajni. However, there isn't going to be an answer specifically of a location or a thing of this question. Holy Spirit can bring you some advice for getting on your best path, helping you make right choices. If you would like me to pull cards, I can. Let's pull some oracle cards for Rajni and everyone in that timeline for the highest possible outcome, the most healing and love to show up for the people there. You know the true names and the true circumstances. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, highest holy angels, for bringing a message that will bring about the most love and healing. Thank you, as always, for allowing my voice to bring healing, and thank you for protecting me from the negative stuff. First card out is Joy. Ooh, reflections and consciousness. And then you got Truth. It's funny because I feel there's deception right now in this interaction. Anything else for Rajni? Thank you. Do you want this one? All right. Anything else? Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, highest holy angels, ancestors, spirit guides. All right. Let's see what we got here. You got 4 cards. You got Joy, Truth, Motivation, and Healing. We'll see what the book has to say about this for Rajni's situation. Forgot to write down a timestamp. Joy. This image celebrates the inner peace of a pure heart in its natural state of divine connection. It calls us to know that in our purest state we reflect to others the divinity we are within. During your day, silently acknowledge the God force within all people that you pass, encounter, or engage. Give them an inner nod that you know and honor it no matter how their external appearances or actions seem. Special message. It's time to heal a sorrow that is deep within your heart. You are being inspired to take that fragile, hurting piece of your heart and lift it up to the divine to heal, rebuild, and make whole. Be in loving gratitude for this gift. And next is truth. This image celebrates our spiritual and universal heritage and our ability to know this. It calls us to walk in the truth that we are multidimensional beings that came from spirit and will go back to spirit. But also, even though we are currently physical, we are still in spirit now. Every few hours during the day, stop and reflect on all living things that are around you. Give respect in knowing that all is of the divine. It contains the Creator's energy that holds every atom in the whole universe in pure working perfection. Special message. You are being inspired to know that God is all and all is God. We are in the eternal moment of now. Now is what we have. Now is divine. Hi, Tracy. How are you doing? Let me know what deck you would like to have for your personal reading. You will be next. Motivation. This image celebrates the passion to go where you've never gone before. It calls us to bravely and intentionally choose to navigate in uncharted but extremely promising waters of a well-lived life. Start a new project, but make sure it is one that pushes your comfort zone. Choose one that you would like to do but always seem to have an excuse not to do. Go for it. Take it one step at a time. The universe is there to support you. Special message. You are being inspired to break free. You are in a stagnant rut and need to let go of something in order to push through the energy blockage that is holding you there. It starts with the intention to be free. And your last chord, Rajni, is healing. Archangel Raphael. The angel of healing. Thank you for showing up, Archangel Raphael. This image celebrates our body's ability to follow its divine blueprint to heal and make itself whole. It calls us to step aside and allow the divine to flood us with healing waters on a minute-to-minute basis so each cell in our body is as new and pure as the Creator intended. Focus on a different organ in your body for a week. Seek information about each organ to understand and marvel at how magnificent your body is. Flood each organ with gratitude, love, and appreciation for all that it does. Stay in that frame of mind for as long as you can. The special message. Your body wants you to pay more attention to it. You are being inspired to tune into its signals and address where you are being guided to give a little bit more care to that area. It is your earthly vehicle. Take care of it. All right. Yes, spiritual beings having a human experience. You got that right. Okay, let's see. Tracy. Let's do oracles for Tracy. Or not oracles, I'm sorry. I'm looking right at the tarot and saying oracle. Oh, that was fast. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for bringing Tracy a message at this time. For the highest good of all. For everyone in that timeline's most possible healing. Thank you for allowing my voice to bring healing to those who hear it. Yes, can you hear the mama hen right outside my door? She's asking for more crackers. They want some crackers. She's got a few little tiny babies with her. There we go. All right. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for bringing through these messages for Tracy and everyone on that timeline. For the highest possible love and healing to show up for everyone. I created a ruckus. Did you hear it? Can you hear it? I didn't realize my camera was that crooked. My. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for bringing... these messages for Tracy for the highest possible good, the best possible outcome, the most possible love and healing. Wow. Mercy. The cards are awful crazy. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for allowing my voice to bring healing to those who hear it. Anything else for Tracy today? Why, yes, there is, actually. Which way you want that? Like that? Anything else? That's all you get. I'm working. I'm surrounded, you guys. I'm surrounded. One little cracker created quite a kerfluffle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards for Tracy today. Oh, I got a tickle in my throat before I even started to even say. You got the first card out is the 6 of water on the shadow side. Maybe some coffee will do the trick. All right, let's see what this says in the book. Oh, I'm going to hold it up right, though, so you can look at the picture more. Makes more sense this way, right? So on the shadow side of the 6 of water, you may long to be part of a sisterhood, or you may be nostalgically looking back on a time in your life when you were part of a community. You may be brooding on the past or worrying about the future and finding it difficult to stay centered in the present moment. Call your community to you, even if you don't yet know who they are. Go to the water and cast your prayer upon the waves. The affirmation, I open my heart to all my relations and honor our connection. And next you got Major Arcana number 8, the Strength card in the shadow side, which says, be alert to fears and anxieties do not take over a situation. Someone may be denying or repressing their physical or instinctual nature, preferring a life of the mind. But when intellect and body are not in harmony, passions and instincts can seem frightening. In this way, there is a chance that someone could be out of control or using anger and rage in an attempt to dominate. If you're afraid that the difficulties you face are insurmountable, remember that you have deep reserves you have not yet discovered. It got really noisy around here all at once, didn't it? Hey guys, no fighting. Shh. Shh. No fighting. Now one mama hen's beating up the other mama hen because her kids are cuter than hers and yada yada. Tisk tisk, you ladies. Okay, so the soul lesson themes: courage, inner fortitude, stamina, self-discipline, control, perseverance, passion, sexuality, vitality, joy of life, chi energy or life force, embracing your instinctual impulsive nature, your inner wild woman or man, balance of reason and instinct, developing self-confidence by discovering the power within, having respect for your inner passions including your anger, defeating an adversary, and better yet, making a friend of a former adversary. The power to turn an adversary into a friend. The solar female in contrast to the hermit as the lunar male. And then you got journal questions, which I'll tag you later with the YouTube video so you can go back and write down your journal questions easier. What life circumstances have led me to develop my inner strength? How am I taming the beast in my life? How am I expressing my inner wildness? How do I balance my instincts with my reason? Have I made a friend of my animal instincts? What am I passionate about? Where do I find my lust for life? How does joy make me strong? The affirmation, I face adversity with peaceful courage and inner fire. And then You got another major arcana, Tracy, the Magician in the upright. So, this is Spirit Made Manifest. You have the power to manifest your desires. Charisma and personal energy radiate from you. It is your gift to be able to enter sacred space and bring spiritual energy into the world of matter. When you focus your will, your passion, and your joy. What in the world? Creative energy flows through you. It is not enough to have focus and intention. You know these must be followed by action. Your creativity energizes you and blesses those around you. Align yourself with the heartbeat of the earth and bring forth healing for the planet and all her creatures. Make things happen. Soul lesson themes for this major arcana: empowerment will, focused intent, magic, creative energy, manifestation, ideas become reality, skill, action, ecstasy, yang in contrast to the priestess's yin. Journal questions to write down and ponder. Boy, Spirit gave you a bunch of journal questions. How do I express my own sense of personal power? Where in my life do I need to focus my will and take action? Do I manifest my desires in a responsible way? Do I impose my will upon others? How does magic flow through me? I got tickle in my throat. How do I express my creativity? When do I feel like I am channeling spiritual energy into a physical form? What is my greatest skill? What skills do I need to improve? What new creative medium might I try? When do I feel like I am aligned with the heartbeat of the earth? The affirmation: I have the power to manifest my desires. And next we got the Five of Fire in the shadow side. It says, you either sink deeper into anger, despair, or burnout, or the fire serves as a catalyst to wake you up and turn you in a new direction. In that case, the fire becomes a symbol of courage, transformation, and liberation. Which will it be for you? The affirmation: I courageously face my fears. And next is the Two of Air, also on the shadow side, which says, your mind is so busy you can't discern the voice of guidance. It's time to slow down, take a walk, listen to the birds and the beating of your own heart. Your challenge is to learn to be still enough to hear the voice of spirit within. The affirmation: I take time in my day to listen and be open to receiving insight. Next we got the Child of Air in the upright. The Child of Air brings fresh insight to old situations in a lighthearted or whimsical way. Someone is very curious and may begin a new course of study or explore new points of view. She is a sponge for soaking up new information, and her mind is sharp, alert, alive. She has discovered the secret of staying in the present moment, or perhaps it has discovered her. The affirmation: I learn new things by keeping an open mind. And next is the Seven of Fire in the shadow. Rising, yes, the phoenix, right? We're going to focus on being a phoenix right now, people. We are rising from the everythings. So the Seven of Fire on the shadow says you may be living according to the expectations of others and may be having a hard time standing up for your beliefs and values. You may not recognize opportunities when they appear, or you may let them pass you by. Your task is to find the inner strength you need to live an authentic life. The affirmation: I have the courage and strength to transform my life. And your last card is the Guardian of Earth in the upright. And this one says, the Guardian of Earth creates financial security and good health for himself and his family. He is a good steward of Gaia's resources. He builds wealth not only for personal satisfaction and comfort, but also for the good work it can do in the world. This is a powerful person who can be depended on to provide a meal, a job, caretaking, or financial support. The tangible is much more appealing to him than the abstract. There is great benefit in being intimately aligned with the earth. The affirmation, I value good health and financial security and enjoy providing for myself and my family. Thank you for being here, Tracy. That was quite a reading. Mercy. All the energies. Hey, give me back my rock. Aww. Oh, cool. Let's see. Well, I'm giving you a pat on the back and a great big hug, Tracy. Don't forget to come back. Hey, go subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. I will put a link to the video when I get this posted up on YouTube, so you can have the timestamp for your reading, so you can go back and pause it on your journal questions and be able to write them down a lot easier. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for those messages. Thank you for being here, Tracy. Please come back again anytime. Ooh, thank you for bringing love for us today to sit in, Holy Spirit. Thank you, highest holy angels, Jesus. Thank you for being here. Dana. There's Dana. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. The contents we cut out. We love one today. Dana is next. Dana, did you pick a deck for your reading? Do you have a preference? Let's see. Dana. Okay. Well, since we just did tarot, let's try oracles for you this time. I can't remember if I've ever read for you before or what deck I may have used. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for bringing a message for Dana at this time. For the highest good of everyone in that timeline. You know all the names. Thank you, as always, for your guidance and your protection. Thank you for bringing through messages that will bring about the most healing and love for everyone involved, for the highest possible good, for the all and the one, the we. Thank you, Holy Spirit. The song, She'll Be Coming Around the Mountain, is in my head. Why am I not getting any cards? Maybe I picked the wrong deck. I do connect with the other side. And usually, I'm not sure why there's nothing coming out of the deck. Usually what they do is they put pictures in my mind of things in my life. Okay, I'm going to pick a different deck. I'm going to do the tarot, I guess. It's weird. Dana. Holy Spirit. Oh. The static on my crown is big time. So I'm going to give permission if Dana's ancestors would like to communicate through me. That would be okay. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. This is... Okay, thank you. You got like... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards came out all at once, so I guess I really did pick the wrong deck to begin with. Ah! It's all good, Dana. It's all good. Whatever we learn is for our highest good, right? To get us to the best possible outcomes, the most possible love, the most possible healing. Whatever the messages are, that is the intention. Who knows Sometimes the cards only start the thing and then the tangent comes after the card. Or, you know what I mean? Spirit has different ways of communicating. You're in the middle of some deep stuff. Do you want this card? Okay. Oh. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Looks like your guides and your ancestors were actually waiting for you to ask. It's too bad you got cut off the other day and everything wasn't working out right. Mercy. Everywhere. Cards are flipping around. So, anything else? I just don't want to cut it off too soon. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, ancestors of the highest white light. Thank you, highest holy angels. Thank you, love, for being here today. I think that might be all of them, though. Yeah. Okay. Oh. All right, we got quite a, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards for Dana. The first one is the Six of Water in the upright. See what the book has to say. You are opening your heart to close connections and joy as you circle with beloved friends. You bless yourself and each other as you are rocked and nurtured by Mama Ocean. Your tribe expands to include the four-leggeds, the winged ones, the finned and flippered ones. At this magic time, you are fully in the present moment, having left all cares and worries behind. The affirmation, I open my heart to all my relations and honor our connection. Did I just hold that up backwards the whole time, or did I have it right for you? Because for some reason, when I went to put it down, I held it backwards. Next is the Nine of Fire in the upright. The description on this one says, a man has retreated to a red rock cave, a sacred spot where energies gather in order to replenish his own life force. He seats himself in meditation, and soon the Kundalini serpent begins to rise. He is radiant with inner fire, connected to heaven and earth. He experiences himself as a being of light as well as a being of flesh, blood, and bone. When you get this card in the upright, you have reached a time in your life when you are self-confident, self-possessed, and at peace with yourself. You are radiant with personal power and yet are humble and approachable. You use your personal power responsibly and competently. Because of your spiritual practice, you are able to handle anything that comes your way with calm equanimity. And this is my favorite affirmation. And it says, repeat after me, Dana. I am a being of light and fire as well as flesh and bone. I like that one because that's the truth. Next, we've got the Six of Earth on the shadow, which says you may be in debt or are experiencing lack of abundance in your life. You may not know how to get the word out about the brilliant work that you do. You may be working too hard for very little return. It's time to make some adjustments in your relationship with money. You deserve to be well paid for the work of your heart and hands. More importantly, your community needs the gift that only you can bring. The affirmation, I appreciate and support the work of others, just as they support and appreciate me. Man, my third eye is like tickling. Next is the Three of Air in the upright. Flies, do not come in here. It says, you are caught up in a whirlwind of thoughts and feelings, either positive or negative. What rushes through your mind? What ideas, memories, or scenes replay themselves in your head over and over again? Use the tools of the writer to release these ideas and emotions onto the page. Consider keeping a journal as a self-tool for self-exploration and understanding. Affirmation, insights emerge as I document my thoughts and feelings as words. My throat's tickling. And there's a thing. So Spirit is pointing out how, okay. So the journaling that I suggest everyone do, one thing that you can do with these situations where everything's in a kerfluffle and it seems like chaos is, use your journal. Sit down and write down how you want it to come out. Write down your intentions for the situation, the best possible outcome, and then thank God, thank the angels, thank the ancestors for bringing that to you right now. And just know that it is true, it is yours. Feel the gratitude for it. And then just forget about it. Let that come about. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Let us make sure that's all. Okay, so next card is 4 Major Arcana. This one will have journal questions. So you'll want to, when I do the YouTube, you'll have a better chance to be able to write down the journal questions for these, because you can pause that. I don't think you can pause this. So on the shadow side of the Builder, which is the Emperor in traditional tarot, this is a leader who stifles or micromanages. He or she may prefer a power over autocratic style of leading. Someone in authority may be too harsh or too emotional or has trouble making decisions. Who is attempting to exploit nature for its resources without respect for stewardship or sustainability. Someone may be having difficulty with setting limits or boundaries, making abusive behavior possible. This may also indicate a negative attitude toward fatherhood. The soul lesson themes: leadership, fatherhood, acting responsibly, stability, logic, organization, defining limits, authority, masculinity, giving direction, protector and provider, discipline, rules, structure, rationality, civilization and culture, creating order, goal-oriented administration. So the journal questions for you to write down and ponder: what am I building? What needs structure in my life? Are my boundaries strong and in place? What kind of a leader am I? What is my style of leadership? How do I feel about sharing power with others? How am I acting responsibly? How am I creating culture? How do I create sustainability? What did my own father teach me? How am I like or unlike him? The affirmation: I wield my power with wisdom based on discipline, knowledge, and respect for all that is. And next we have the 4 of Earth in the upright. You are building a structure for personal safety and security by wisely stewarding your resources. In times of plenty, you're saving up for the lean times ahead. You may want to start a practice of building blessing cairns. Each stone can represent something you're grateful for. The stack is a physical gratitude list, which, you know, I also recommend we do our gratitude journaling in our journals. Every night, write down at least 3 things you're grateful for. They can also represent prayers you say as you stack the stones. These stones remind us of our connection to all that is and to our soul's purpose. The affirmation: I'm a wise steward of my resources and I give thanks for the blessings in my life. Oh, wow. And you got the 2 of Air in reverse, just like Tracy did. 2 of Air. Did you hear the 2 of Air in reverse already? Okay, so it says, your mind is so busy you can't discern the voice of guidance. It's time to slow down, take a walk, listen to the birds and the beating of your own heart. Your challenge is to learn to be still enough to hear the voice of spirit within. Affirmation: I take time in my day to listen and be open to receiving insight. And next is the 4 of Fire in the upright. You are celebrating your sense of personal power. Your body is humming with energy inside ritual space, and you know you can do anything. Set your intent and follow through. Step into the sacred circle. To celebrate a rite of passage, do a self-blessing, or create an act of magic. You have the power. The affirmation: I am strong and courageous and have the power to accomplish anything I choose to do. I got a really strong tickle in my throat. We can go ahead and release that. I don't need it. Your next card is a major arcana, the moon card in the reverse, number 18. This one says, this is the terrain of nightmares, phobias, anxieties, and illusions. Someone is resisting the idea of opening up to the psychic, non-rational realms. A difficult emotional journey may be at hand. This may feel like a journey into darkness and may trigger a confrontation with your deepest fears. Remember that sometimes what we fear in the darkness may be revealed as harmless in the light of day. Ask for a reality check from trusted loved ones. Embrace your own shadow, for it is only when we love the most unlovable parts of ourselves that we can truly heal. The soul lesson themes: constant faithful changes, cycle of descent and return. Ooh, man. Intuition, dreams, psychic awakening, imagination, light and shadow. The journal questions on this one: how can I become more moon wise? Am I aware of what phase the moon is in right now without looking it up in a book or online? Do I know where the moon rises and sets on the horizon near my home and at what time? Which phase of the moon do I most identify with right now? Do I consider myself to be psychic or intuitive? Am I scared by the idea of receiving information from a sixth sense? Do I pay attention to my dreams? The affirmation: I am in harmony with the waxing and waning of my emotions and intuition. Which, paying attention to your dreams, keep a dream journal, write those things down in the mornings, and you'll get better and better at remembering, and then Spirit will be able to bring you messages through your dreams as well. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Your ancestors can visit you in your dreams. I just heard to tell you that. All you, like, set the intention when you're going to bed, like, I would like to have a visit from. Please. And thank you. Last card, Child of Fire. In the upright. The Child of Fire is inspired and ready to make something happen. It's time to try something new. His enthusiasm makes him a joy to be around, and his eagerness to take chances is contagious. This person probably learns best by doing, and by thinking, why not go for it? There's a lot of laughter and playfulness coming into his life right now. The affirmation: I jump at a new opportunity. All right, Dana. Thank you for being here. I'm glad that the connection worked better today. I don't know if it was my connection or your connection that messed up when you didn't get a reading. I don't remember. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for being here. For Dana today, and for me, all of us, the one, the we, the all. Hopefully that resonated for you in some manner, Dana. The Sun card flopped out when I was just doing the shuffle before I put the cards down. Number 19, Major Arcana, and it's in the upright. Absolutely, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. This deck, it's upside down. This one is the Gaian Tarot. It says, healing the earth, healing ourselves. Joanna, Powell, Colbert. I found this one at a psychic convention in Dayton, Ohio in 2018. So I'm not even sure if it's still in print or available. But, yeah, absolutely. I've got a services tab set up now, so it's easier for people to figure out what personal reading they'd like to have. Those are usually pretty in-depth. Even the shortest one, even though it says like 30 minutes, they always go over because that's just how it is. You are very welcome, Dana. Thank you for being here. I'm glad it worked out this time. All right. I don't know if I have anyone else waiting. I don't see another commenter. If I did have a commenter, I missed it. And so you should comment again because I missed it. Let's see. Back in April, What is this? Okay. Oh no, your cousin OD'd back in April. Had a son in January. Oh, okay. Well, it can be any subject matter you want. Yeah. I mean, some people, like, what I put on the services tab is just what I could think of. Like, if you have a specific kind of thing in mind, shoot me a message and let me know, like, exactly, like, how many questions you have or whatever, and I can let you know. Oh, no. So did she have, was there any kind of, anything in writing as far as, like, if anything were to happen to her? You're very welcome, Dana. I hope you have a very wonderful day. Thank you for being here. I'm sending you love and healing. Whew. And we'll send protection for that child. You know, of course, the angels are with that child. Wow. That's a really sad situation. That's so sad. And you know, that's... Oh. Mercy. Well, don't be carrying any guilt, Dana. Don't be carrying any guilt or any regrets for anything that has happened and wishing it could have been any different, because everything has happened in divine timing exactly as it was supposed to be. Oh. Wow. See, those situations. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot. So, yeah. So Dana, set the intention before you go to bed, like every night if you have to. Tell her that she needs to come to you and talk to you, because I keep seeing this person in my family whose best friend, very similar situation, but the baby was older, but this was a young girl, and the child was like maybe a year and a half old, and she actually passed away from an OD, and I don't know the situation, what happened with the child or anything like that. So it makes me wonder if that somehow relates to your situation, why they're showing me that. Who did you tell that you would not fight or go to court? Was that them or her? You told her you wouldn't fight or go to court over it? Dana, I wish you all the best. Absolutely check out the services tab or send me a private message and let me know, like, exactly what kind of subject matter you would want to cover, and I can see what we can do. You're very welcome. Thank you for being here, Dana. I look forward to speaking to you again. As I said before, if you can't stick around for the reading, you'll have to wait until the next live. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for bringing the love for us to soak in today. Thank you for allowing my voice to bring healing to everyone who hears it. And thank you for your guidance and your protection as always. Thank you to the highest holy angels, the ancestors and spirit guides for always being here for us, bringing us the signs, the synchronicities, the butterflies, the bees, the numbers. Okay, everyone. Thank you for being here. I'm sending you love and healing. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share this video. I'm doing drawings for free personal readings on the one who has the most shares, which I need to do the month of August right now and figure out who shared the most for August. and I will be sending them a message letting them know. Okay, I will see you guys next time. Get out there and love somebody right now.